Lisa Watson, and she is with the Virginia Housing Development Authority. And Lisa, you are a managing director of human resources there. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right.
Yes.
Well, we really do thank you for agreeing to be interviewed today. So let's just jump in. So, in a nutshell, Lisa, tell us about the retreats work that you have done with MSB Coach.
Wow. MSB Coach served us well. And when I say us, I mean our leadership team. When we were looking to do an offsite retreat for our leadership team, we wanted to have an outside facilitator. Obviously, you have people who are highly functioning, they're very busy, and there's a desire to get to the root of some of the things that perhaps we don't normally have an opportunity to do so in our normal leadership team meetings. And so we reached out to MSB Coach for this leadership team retreat, and we were very pleased with the services that were provided to us. It was an opportunity for us to do a little bit of team building, a little bit of bonding, which is always good, and then dig into some of the more challenging topics and try to see what kinds of things that we really want to discuss that may be just beneath the surface with our team. And then MSB afforded us that opportunity.
That's awesome. Thank you. And with that, so I'm curious, what has been the impact for your business after you've completed this work?
Oh, that's a great question. So the impact for our business, to really examine that, we had to look at ourselves as individuals. And so when I say we, I'm talking about the leadership team, which is comprised of my peers, the managing directors of the respective areas. So our programs, IT, accounting, finance, the whole gamut. Everyone that leads their division was present at the retreat, as well as our chief. So, our chief operations officer, CEO, CFO, and chief programs officer. And we had the opportunity to, like I said, dig into areas that we haven't had a chance to during the normal day. So, we set the time aside and we all committed to doing some things differently. So, we knew leaving the retreat, we left the retreat with a plan, an individual plan, as well as a team plan to come back, look at things a little bit differently, and start to really have the dialogues that we need to have. The impact to the
Nice.
business has been that we've been working to reduce some of the silos. With any business line, you end up in a situation where you focus solely on what you do and the impact to your individual team. However, with the retreat that we held, we were able to one get to know each other a little bit better, which makes it easier to have that across the table conversation that we may not have dug in as much in terms of the issues. And we have a culture of nice at Virginia Housing.
Not
So
alone.
it's easy to just get in your silo and really kind of not, leave things on the surface. And the retreat facilitator did an excellent job of helping us dig into the topical areas. And the ultimate result was that we haven't completely torn down silos. I mean, we're not there, but to get on the path to doing so. And that's where the true benefit is opening up that line of communication with some of our new partners, new appointees, new managing directors who may be new to the team and had not yet had an opportunity to form.
So it sounds like you've incorporated a way to communicate differently and better. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, that would be accurate, and really to do some self-reflection, because that more than anything else is kind of where we start, where each of
Right.
us had to start. Okay, what are we as leaders, as individual leaders, going to do differently with our teams, with our peers, with ourselves? And so we started there and then looked outward.
Nice. Okay, thank you for sharing. So I just have one last question for you. So what would you say to somebody considering working with MSB Coach? What would you say to them?
I would say that take the time to interview your facilitator. We did
Mhm.
before we engaged with this specific facilitator. I would say make sure there's a good fit because we talked to our potential facilitator, and I think we may have talked to several. We did the chemistry call to see, okay, how can their style align with the group style. We did our homework up front, meaning that myself and the team that was working on this project, as well as the MSB team, said, okay, what are some of the styles that we're going to have there? And then they lined us up with the right coach that was the right fit for us.
All
And
right.
that
So
would be my advice.
yes, that is great advice. And that's great advice for so many things when you're hiring somebody, right? Make sure you have that chemistry so you do have the success that you and your team had as you went through your retreats. Wonderful. Lisa, thank you so much for agreeing to this interview. Is there anything else you'd like to share before
I
we
would
end our call?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the opportunity to share my experience. And I will say that we enjoyed our time with our facilitator, that several of us chose this same facilitator to partner individually in our divisions. So when we look to do individual conversations or individual team building efforts, we reach back out to say, how can we replicate our experience at the leadership team retreat with our own divisions? And it's been very successful in terms of an overall partnership with MSB, not just the one coach, because they have plenty of coaches to choose from,
Yeah.
but with the variety of people that are available and that lined up with our fit.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing. And good luck on all those individual endeavors that you guys are doing. We look forward to working with you guys in the future.
Thank you. We appreciate it.